deep divers. Today, we're embarking on a really fascinating deep dive. We're looking into a concise, yet honestly incredibly potent passage. It offers this unique perspective on self improvement, the real power of commitment, and, well, what it truly takes to forge that kind of unshakable character. Yeah, our source material today, it's short, but wow, it's powerful. It's from Songs in the Night, dated July 6. And it kicks off with this really striking quote from Ecclesiastes 5.4. When thou vowest a vow unto God, defer not to pay it. Heavy stuff to start. Absolutely. So, our mission today really is to uncover what this ancient wisdom reveals about making, and maybe more importantly, keeping those personal resolutions. This isn't just about fleeting intentions, it's about genuine personal growth, overcoming those really deep seated challenges. And this text, it makes a pretty bold claim right away. It says, making resolutions or these vows to the Lord is the, quote, first principle of Christian development. Now, how do we translate that for a universal understanding of character?
That's exactly the question, isn't it? While the source has specific roots, the wisdom itself, it feels universal. You can think of Christian development here as maybe the journey to becoming your most resilient self, your best self. What's really insightful is how it immediately links this to deep self-awareness. It talks about recognizing where his wall is weakest
Yeah.
from the enemy's attack. That's step one. Foundational.
Weakest wall metaphor.
Yes, it's not literal enemies, obviously. It's about spotting your own vulnerabilities, right? Old habits, negative thoughts, whatever holds you back. And then the text is explicit. You repair those weak spots, you strengthen them by resolution to the Lord, by vows. It's basically about making a firm, deliberate commitment to yourself, essentially.
And it's, well, surprisingly direct about people who don't do that first step, who don't see their weaknesses. It really doesn't pull any punches. It says, and this is a direct quote, he who has not discovered any weaknesses in his character is duly blind and cannot see afar off. That's quite blunt, isn't it?
It really is. A kind of personal myopia, as the source suggests.
Right.
And the implication of that blindness, well, the source argues that if you don't even try to correct those weaknesses through these resolutions, these vows or commitments, then you have not begun that character development, which must be completed before he can be pronounced an overcomer.
An overcomer.
Yeah, and that term isn't just about, winning in the end. It's about someone who actively, relentlessly faced their internal stuff, their flaws.
Yeah.
And came out stronger for it. It's this journey of constant self-mastery, you could say.
That's powerful. But, okay, isn't it easy to just say you've spotted a weakness or made a vow and then, well, it just fades? Or you kind of quietly defer payment on it, like the quote says. How does this ensure real change, not just, good intentions?
That's a great point. And it loops right back to that Ecclesiastes quote, doesn't it? Defer not to pay it. The source really implies that a vow isn't just some casual promise. It's treated as, well, almost sacred. A deep commitment. And it's the immediacy of action right after making that commitment that proves it's real. That validates it.
So not just making the vow, but acting now.
Exactly. It's not enough to just identify the weakness and say, okay, I vow to fix this. The source insists on immediate, unwavering action. It's not just about being quick. It's about the conviction behind it all. Delay, in this view, basically undermines the vow itself. It erodes that self-trust you need. It stops the character growth before it even starts. If you vow to, say, exercise, then immediately choose the couch. Well, the source suggests you've already broken that commitment. It's like the absolute starting block for real self-mastery.
Okay, so pulling these threads together, what this brief ancient text seems to reveal is this really profound link between self-honesty, that intentional commitment, and, like, the very bedrock of character. It argues that true personal change isn't just wishing, it's actively finding your weakest wall, your vulnerabilities, and then making an unwavering, immediate commitment to tackle them. And the source presents this not just as, a good idea, but as the foundational principle. For real growth, that moment, aspiration becomes action.
Precisely. And that quote, defer not to pay it, it throws down a practical, urgent challenge right now to you listening. Think about any personal commitment, any resolution you might make for your own growth, big or small. The source urges that immediate, unwavering action. It says, essentially, the integrity of your word to yourself is absolutely crucial.
So maybe something to reflect on after this deep dive. Consider that concept of being an overcomer from the source. Ask yourself, what weak places in my own wall can I maybe identify even today? And what immediate, unwavering resolution could be that very first concrete step toward becoming that overcomer? It's definitely a powerful thought to carry with you.